What's up, guys? This is Connor, and welcome back to another episode of Blockingdom Vanilla Server. Today, we will be working on this skeleton spawner that I found. After all of the hours I spent searching for one of these, finally I have one that isn't blown up. And it's in a not so good location actually. We're about 500 blocks away from my island base, so I'm going to have to set up another nether portal in order to get over here. But this is a good find because the bones, arrows, and XP are really needed by me. Are needed by everybody on the server actually, not just me, because there I'm pretty sure there are no XP farms yet on the server. Plus, arrows. I have no good way of getting arrows yet. So, first we're going to take out the walls here for the skeleton spawner. And we're going to do that by going 4 blocks away from the spawner. So, I'm just taking out this wall. And there's 4 blocks of distance in between the spawner and the walls. So I think I'm going to do these walls right here off camera, and I will be right back. Now all of the walls are cleared out, and remember, it's 4 blocks of space in between the walls and the spawner. Okay, so now it is time to work on the ceiling. There needs to be 2 blocks of space in between the spawner and the ceiling. It's better to have too much space and too little, so this step really isn't necessary. So I have 2 blocks here, and now I'm just going to fill in the ceiling real fast. So what some people tell in their videos when they're giving tutorials about making XP grinders like these is that an 8x8 room gives the most spawns, but that is actually not true. That's only 99% efficient. I know it's not that much, but to get to get the most skeleton spawns, you want a 9x9 room. An 8x8 does work pretty well, but I'm just doing a 9x9 because it is just a little bit better, and I like odd numbers, which I'll talk about later, why odd numbers are just so much better in Minecraft. Okay, so we have our 2 blocks of space in between the spawner and the ceiling, 4 blocks in between the spawner and the wall. And now we are going to dig into the floor here and make 2 blocks of space in between the spawner and the floor. So I'm going to finish this up off camera real fast. Now I dug out all of the floor here, so there's 2 blocks of space in between the spawner and the floor. And now the next step is going to be to make a path for the skeletons to flow in water to get them where we want the grinder to be. So along this back wall there, we're going to have water sources flowing into a trench on this side. So we're going to dig 2 deep a trench right here for the skeletons to fall into when the water flows from the opposite wall. And there's some lava there, so we have to be careful about that. So I'll just finish up digging out this trench, and 3, 2, 1, there we go. Okay, so the skeletons will fall onto the floor here, and there will be water along this back wall, and I'm not going to put that in yet because I don't want it to be flowing while I'm working in here, but I think I should create an infinite source up here because we're going to need quite a few buckets of water, and I only have 2. So this water is going to go in the trench right here, 1 bucket on each side, And then you will notice that they meet in the middle here, and that's where the skeletons are going to go. And then if we dig out here, they will continue to flow away from the spawner. And it is important to get the skeletons away from the spawner because mob spawners will only spawn up to 6 of a certain type of mob if there are already 6 mobs of that type in a 17 by 17 by 9 area. So what that means is that we need to get the skeletons over 8 blocks away from the spawner in order for them to keep spawning infinitely. So over here, we're going to keep digging. Let me get down here. We're going to dig here until this water stream ends, and that's far enough away for that skeletons will keep spawning forever while we're AFK if we send them right down here. So we're going to make a little drop, and ooh, it looks like there's already a cave down there, but we're going to make a drop here for the skeletons to fall down. I need to be careful about this lava lake, but I'm going to cut right here and be right back. Now we will make the actual grinder for the skeletons. So we have the water, which stops right there, and then the skeletons are going to fall right here, and they can either fall 2 or 3 blocks. I'm just going to do 2 for now, and we need to dig out some space over here, which I've already done a little, and we want to place a dispenser right at their head level. So the skeletons will fall right here, and there's a dispenser at their head level. And we're going to have a block under there, a block next to it with a redstone torch, like that. And we're going to put a stone button right there. And right here, we are going to have a repeater. Let's see, place it like that, and we're going to put that on full delay, and we're going to have another repeater over here, and that will just, you'll click it once so there's 2 ticks of delay, and a piston right here with gravel or sand on top, and a piece of redstone right here. This is one of Mumbo's designs. What it does, I'll demonstrate. You click the button, and you hear 2 fast clicks. So when there's lava inside, lava dispenses just for a fraction of a second, which is long enough to get the skeletons down to a 1-hit kill. So while we're doing this and hitting the skeletons after they've been hit with lava, we want to block them. So a piston right here, which we want to extend when we're busy killing the skeletons because we don't want any more to fall. So what we're going to do is get up in here, where's the piston? Right there. So a piece of redstone right there. This doesn't really matter where you put it, you just want redstone leading into the piston, and then a lever, and then you can extend the piston and retract it. That's about it for there. And then, so next I'm going to go into where the skeletons are and remove all the torches and place the water to get them to flow down in here. Now, this is the hard part. Getting in here and removing all the torches and placing the water streams to get the skeletons to go down in this trench here. So let me get up here, and I think I should place a few more torches along the wall here, because first we're going to remove the torches on the ground by putting in the water. So we don't want any skeletons to spawn until the last second when we're leaving in here. So just water along this back wall here, opposite from the trench, and you can place water every other block and it will create infinite sources. So that's what I'm doing. See, I can recollect the water right here, and water here, and water here. So now the skeletons will just flow over to the other side. Now, the last step is to remove all of these torches. So I'm going to try and do this as fast as I can. Let's see. Go, go. I really don't want any skeletons to spawn in here while I'm doing this. Hopefully I can get out fast enough. Hurry, hurry. This water is pretty hard to move in. Come on, come on. Okay, it's getting pretty dark. It's getting pretty dark. And now I think, what, there's 2 more on the spawner here? There, okay. And now get out, get out, get out, get out. Oh no, they're shooting me. They're shooting me. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. And place the block right there. And there we go. We have the water in, and now the skeletons should be flowing down onto this block. Perfect. Well, now the skeleton grinder is basically complete. You see skeletons are flowing down in here, and they don't shoot us unless we get really close. I'm not going to get, like, if you're touching that block right there, they will shoot you, but as long as you stand back here, you can still hit them, and they won't shoot you. So let's give it a test. We power the piston up there to stop any more skeletons from coming down, and now we press this button, and the skeletons burn. I think I have hostile creatures off. Let's listen to them burn. And now, when they're done burning, that is pretty loud. When they're done burning, they should be 1 hit, so let's see. Yep. All the skeletons went down in 1 hit, so it works perfectly. So we can unpower the piston up there and make more skeletons fall down here. Well, I think that's all. Oh, I have no pants. I think that's all I'm going to do in this episode for now, working on the skeleton grinder. This room is pretty ugly, so what I'm going to do off camera in between this episode and next episode is basically make this room look really good. Like, I don't really feel proud of this room. You can see the bedrock and there's just random stone everywhere. So I'm going to do that, and I hope you enjoyed this episode, guys, and please leave a like if you enjoyed. I will see you next time.